Okay, so we're going to be discussing modules in Python, right? Now, keeping things short and simple, a module is simply a Python file. We have the Python file main.py. This is actually a module. So the module basically describes the file and the content of the file. So if we have like, series of functions, we have classes, you can basically access some of these, classes or functions from another file, right? So what you do is when creating a module, the expectation is that you have a series of related functions or related objects or classes or what have you. So let's say we have we call this a module, or we create a new module. Let's create a new file. So if we create a new file here, I just copied and pasted that. I'm going to rename this to math.py. So in here I can have several functions. So I have a function to perform, say the sum of two numbers, right? We can, use our type int here. So we expect we're going to simply return a plus b, right? Okay. By the way, this should return an int, not a string. Keep that in mind. All right. So now we have another function. Let's call this products, a and b, which is also int and int. Then here we also expect to return an int. Okay. So let's return a multiplied by b. All right, so now we have two functions within this module, which is the math module in our own case. We can simply change this so we don't, use some names that might be problematic. So let's change this to arithmetic instead. Okay, so we have in from arithmetic import sum. So we have multiple functions. We have sum, we have product. So we can have products. You see, you can actually use a comma and you can have multiple functions that you're trying to bring in from that arithmetic module. Okay, so now we can simply say print, let's just call the sum function, and we can go ahead to pass in the values that basically sits there as our parameters. So we have 5 and 5. Okay, so we can of course use the product as well. Product, we have 5 and 5. So let's go ahead and print this. If I run python3 main.py, you see we have 10 and 25, which is basically the sum of 5 and 5 and the product of 5 and 5. Okay. One more thing we can do, we can simply say import arithmetic, and instead of calling sum directly, we can say arithmetic. That should be the product. So we have the product. All right, and this is basically going to give us the same results. Right now we are simply calling the module. So right now we're calling the module as a reference point when trying to access the functions or the class name that we have within that module. All right, so this is what the Python module is. I would see you in the next class. Have fun.